Why do you blame the Biden administration?
Because they let him in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
In that same year, you had the left side destroying Teslas, destroying Tesla buildings, committing violence.
And they used the auto pen and everything. He didn't approve this stuff.
They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom.
Rid of racism and stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man, and I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Military person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicaid, beat it to death.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it.
They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now. So they should be very grateful to our great country.
I said there's no...
All right. Dude, I love that camouflage logo. That's a good one, dude. Love that one. What is going on, guys? It is Tuesday evening. Welcome to Rep America. I'm about to get this started here, about to kick it off. Glad to have you guys. Thank you for joining. It's a wonderful time. It's a great time to be alive. Let's check out how's my sound coming in. Looks like it's good. Let's take a look at this camera angle over here. How's this one? Yeah? How's Elon doing up there? Elon Musk doing okay up there? Let's go, Elon. Let's go, baby. I'll try not to sleep through this one. Thank you, Jennifer. Good to have you. Good to have you, dude. Let's go. We got Trump. He was live not too long ago. But we want to see what's up. We want to hear it, dude. It's Trump. He's live. He's our president. He's on every day, bro. Look at him go. Let's go. Let's turn off the sound because of the music, because YouTube hates music. Well, it's just crazy with the copyright, but let's go.
Nice place.
Look at all those phones.
I guess you've mostly been here, but you like it a lot better with Trump than you like it with Biden. That I can tell you.
Here we go.
That's because you're smart. Well, I'm thrilled to welcome so many good friends to the White House as we celebrate the third night of Hanukkah. Right? Third night. Time flies. Let me take a moment to send the love and prayers to our entire nation, to the people of Australia, and especially all those affected by the horrific and anti-Semitic terrorist attack, and that's exactly what it is, anti-Semitic, that took place on a Hanukkah celebration in Sydney. What a terrible, terrible thing.
Dang, my beta fish almost ate a guppy. Wow, that was a close one, man. Wow. Holy cow. Sorry to interrupt.
We're joined in mourning all of those who were killed, and we're praying for the swift recovery of the wounded. Some are very horrifically wounded, as you probably know.
Yeah.
All nations must stand together against the evil forces of radical Islamic terrorism, and we're doing that. Joining us tonight, our Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick is doing a fantastic job. Representatives Paul Gosar, David Kutzoff, Claudia Tenney, Ronnie Jackson, he was my White House doctor. Ronnie was asked, who is the healthiest of all? Was it Barack Hussein Obama? Was it Sleepy Joe Biden? Or was it Donald Trump? And he said Trump was by far the healthiest. He was the doctor for all three of us, and he said Trump was by far the healthiest. I love him.
I love it. Yeah, the Guppy better man up or he's done, dude. That the beta is not messing around.
If he didn't say that, I would have never have talked to him again. Where is Ronnie? Is he here? Ronnie Jackson, what a great legend. Josh Gottheimer's here. Mr. Salt is here, Mike Lawler. He's the only guy could have gotten that for New York. Nobody else. He worked so hard on that. Will you please focus on the midterms, please? Do you mind? Okay.
POTUS
You
is
can do it.
hilarious,
Jared
bro.
Moskowitz. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Jared.
POTUS is something
Max
else, dude.
Miller is here. Great old Max. He was my music man in the White House. He knew music better than any human being. Craig Goldman. Thank you, Craig. And Randy Fine, new to Congress, but he's done a great job. He's been great. As well as the mayor of Boca Raton, Florida, Scott Singer. Thank you very much. Thank you, Scott. Good place. I love Boca. National Chairman of the Republican Jewish Committee, Norm Coleman. Thank you, Norm. Looking good, Norm. CEO of the Republican Jewish Coalition, Matt Brooks. He says Trump is the greatest president we've ever had, so I like him. I'll take Matt any day. Thank you, Matt.
You gotta love him, bro.
CEO of the
You gotta
Israeli
love it,
American
dude.
Council.
Come on,
Ellen
man.
Carr.
How could you not love Trump?
Thank you. We have a man. I have to take a little time. Because every Saturday night, used to be Sunday, then he did so well that they put him on Saturday too, Saturday night. Do you know who I'm talking about? Because there's only one has Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday is considered Death Valley, but it's not death because of ratings. Nobody gets good ratings. Although actually my daughter-in-law is doing well, and you always did well. The great one, Mark Levin. And much more importantly, his much more brilliant wife. Where are you?
What
there
up,
you
chicken?
are. Would you come on up here, both of you? Get up here. Get up here. Look, every Saturday, every Sunday, I'm forced to watch television to listen to this guy talk about how frickin' great I am. Because he does like Trump. There's no question about it. Come on up here, Mark. Get up here.
Imagine the life this guy's lived, man. Can you imagine? It's incredible. Absolutely wild.
Come on up. What a beautiful couple. Did you get lucky? If you weren't a genius, you wouldn't have a wife like this. Mark, say a couple of words. Come here, darling.
Here we go. Look at
And
that.
these people do like Israel.
Hold on. And he loves Israel too.
It's true.
2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. 6 years ago, I was up here, and I said, "This is our first Jewish president."
It's true.
Now he's the first Jewish president to serve two not consecutive presidencies. We thank you
That's
for
right.
everything.
That's right. Bad things happened on the second one. Namely, the election was rigged. And we found out, and you see that happening. But,
And you are the greatest president.
Thank you very much.
And God bless you. I miss you. I miss you.
Take care of that guy. Take care of that guy. No, he's so great. Thank you, Mark, for both being here. You both really are amazing. So, Rabbi Yehuda Kaplan. Thank you, Rabbi. Oh, no. Sid Rosenberg. There he is, Sid. Do you want to come up here, Sid? Mark, should I let Sid come up, Mark? I think so. Come on, Sid. So Sid's got the #1 radio show in New York. Got the #1 radio show in New York, like by far, ABC. Works for a really nice guy, too. Actually, he's not that nice, but he's nice as far as I'm concerned. He works for a good man. Say a few words, Sid. Thank you.
I love him. Do you all love him?
The guy looks a little buzzed. Maybe that's just how his face looks, but look at him. He looks a little hammered.
Has there been a president even close to this guy, even close? And you know how I know I love him? He starts tonight talking about Australia. Good luck with anybody else in our government, starting with the Jewish people in Australia. Nobody better. And the fact that you called me up on stage, I'm going to say this. My beautiful wife Danielle's in the audience. The birth of my 2 children. Outside of that, President Trump, this right now is the greatest moment of my life.
I love that. He's an amazing president. He is the Great White Hope. We call him the Great White Hope. Jesse Lee Peterson calls him that, and so we do too. Here's the sound button for you. Here you go.
The Great White Hope.
He is the Great White Hope. He is the most America First president we've had in my lifetime. Here we go.
He hasn't cried since he's a baby. Well, he's a great guy and a great man, and he loves Israel. And boy, you got some good people. Harmeet, thank you very much. Harmeet Dillon is here. And she sues the ass off of anybody that is anti-Semitic. She's doing a lot of them right now. Harvard wished they never heard her name, right? They're going to pay a lot of money, right, Harmeet? We're going to pay a lot of money. Sid, it's an honor to have you up, and you do a great show, and we appreciate it. And say hello to the Casamatides person, who's fantastic. And another person, I really love her. I think she's a beautiful woman. You're not allowed to say that anymore, because if you do, it usually means the end of your political career. But I've been threatened much worse than that. I think she's a beautiful woman, inside and out. Liz Pipko. Liz, come up here.
Come on up, Liz.
Enough with the Sid and the Mark.
About.
Come on up here.
Come on up, Liz.
Look at her.
What it is,
she has
Liz.
been so strong for Israel and for our country. Let's say a few words, please. Hi, thank you.
First, I want to address the elephant in the room, which is me tonight. I am grateful to President Trump for so many things, but now most of all, I'm grateful for this tiny miracle which exists because Donald Trump ran for office in 2016. I met the love of my life on that campaign, and now in addition to saving the world, I will have a child, thanks to President Trump. So.
Wow. Pretty cool.
And much more importantly, the Jewish people have been through a lot, of course, the last few years, last weekend, and I just hope on this holiday of miracles, we realize what a miracle it is to be in the greatest country on the face of the earth, in the most beautiful building, and with the greatest president this world has ever seen.
Congratulations. That's right. She was on the campaign, and she was so effective and great. And we always have to remember the ones that have been great in good times and bad. That's why Mark and the people I introduce, because I don't introduce them when they're just sort of good. When they're good, everyone's good. The day after I won the election, they were all, sir, I just want to tell you, you're the greatest person I've ever seen. Thank you, sir. I'd love to have dinner sometime. Where have you been for the last 2 years? We have a lot of those people, mostly those. Jason, how are you, Jason? Jason Greenblatt. Do you know Jason Greenblatt? He worked for me for years. He's a great lawyer. Then he made a lot of money, and he said, I'm getting out. And you focused on Israel, right? That was the focus. He says, I love Israel. I just want to focus on Israel. It's good to see you, Dave. I haven't seen you in a long time, but he was a great lawyer. Here's another great lawyer, David. Good to have you here. Good to have you here, David. And we have another person that's a very special person. She received the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Let's go where he starts.
She is the president
When you were in
the Israeli parliament.
50, but off the stage anyway, but other things. And we grew up respecting and loving Jewish people. You know, you don't even think bad things are happening, and then you see what goes on in Australia. Or October 7th. How about October 7th? And then you have people that deny it ever happened. How about the people that deny, like they deny the Holocaust, but you know, you figure, well, that's just many years. Well, October 7th is not many years at all. And you have people that deny October. I saw tape that I wish I never saw it, actually. I wish I never saw it. I got to see tape that some of you got to see, but as president, I got to see things I wish I never saw. But there's no denying it. But then they'll say, oh, the tape was a rigged tape. It was a tape that never existed. They made it up. It's just propaganda. I don't know if they believe it. I don't think they believe it, but you have to be very, very careful. Bad things are happening, and we're not going to let that happen. While I'm president and the DOJ and Harmeet, we're not going to let it happen. But please, please be vigilant and careful, because you have some bad people that are now in Congress that were unthinkable to be in Congress 12, 13, 14 years ago, 15 years ago. Within days of taking office, I signed a historic executive order to combat the vile scourge of anti-Semitism, as you know. It's the strongest executive order of its kind ever signed. And we're also mobilizing federal resources to protect Jewish students and faculty. The faculty is under siege. The students are under siege. When you look at Columbia, you look at Harvard, you look at some of these schools, what's going on. But the faculty on campuses across America and are deporting foreign jihadist sympathizers and terrorist supporters at record levels. We're deporting them. We're not putting them in jails. We're deporting them.
Straight up
I terminated
deporting them, dude.
the disastrous Iran
Straight
nuclear.
up deporting them, and he is about to talk about Iran. He destroyed their nuclear setup. Let's go to Gutfeld, dude.
That guy runs for House. All right, Brian. This guy, Benjamin Showers, running for Iowa State House. And he demands free health care for all. Watch.
Today, I'm offering my endorsement to Ben Shower because
I value education. I demand health care for all Iowans, regardless of where they live. And I want to revitalize our rural communities.
Oh, right.
Health care for all. There was a time in America where you have to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk and talk the talk. He just wants to talk. He clearly doesn't put health as a priority. So he could be the inverse of what he wants to run on.
Let's turn this
Short
up.
enough?
I guess so. Aaron, he could be our next Pritzker.
Did I just watch that right now? What was that? This guy is telling us he's all about healthcare. Holy cow. Can we hear this again, guys? Oh my God. This guy is all about healthcare right here.
Guy runs for House. All right, Brian. This guy, Benjamin Showers, running for Iowa State House. And he demands free.
Benjamin Shower. How does he take a shower, bro? How do you even get around to all the different parts of your body in the shower?
Free health care for all. Watch.
today I'm offering my endorsement to Ben Shower because
I value education. I demand health care for all Iowans, regardless of where they live. And I want to revitalize our rural communities.
Oh, right.
Health care for all. There was a time in America where you have to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk and talk the talk. He just wants to talk. He clearly doesn't put health as a priority. So he could be the inverse of what he wants to run on.
Yes.
Wow. Short enough?
I guess so. Aaron, he could be our next Pritzker.
He could be, yes.
I need new blood.
Oh, I mean,
I lost that guy in New Jersey.
Here's the thing about this. I feel really bad for this kid a little bit because instead of just taking it as the joke and being a bit self-aware and being like, oh, hadn't noticed, or, oh, first time hearing of it.
Yes.
He put out like a 6-paragraph statement about how he struggled with his weight and the American people can, they know what this is like. No, you got to own this kind of moment because instead I just feel really bad for him. And he could have made it really funny and had a great moment of it and like really led a narrative on it. Instead, now it's just ick.
Too many options.
Too many options?
Surgery, the shot, lifestyle, fitness. He
Trampoline.
Absolutely. I mean, he could be improving his bone density. He could run a 5K, pull-ups.
I never trusted the kids on my block who had a trampoline.
I'm pretty sure
because they touched you where your bathing suit covered.
I'm pretty sure his bone density is pretty good. You have to have good bone density to be carrying around that much fat. But they're absolutely right. There is no reason for anybody these days to look like this. Unless you're American and you're liberal and you're a lazy bum. There's no reason you should look like that. That's crazy. Stop putting food in the hole, bro. Exactly.
I told you that in private. You know, Jamie, you were once, 400, 500 pounds?
Yep. I was very overweight.
Yeah.
I was, something I don't think anyone's touched on is that guy's penis.
They wouldn't be able to see it even if they did.
Yeah. But my God, Greg, this story, Benjamin Broken Buttons over here is, he was actually on my flight on the way here, and he asked for a airplane extender, which I've never heard of. And the pilot goes, "We're going to be flying at an altitude of," oops, maybe not. His shirt is one load of laundry. I'll stop now, but it's
wow.
And also, I read his pronoun is all.
His pronoun.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno.
Damn, bro. They lean right into his ass. That's good. Let's get into this one right here, bro. Let's go here. Let's go right here. And hopefully our sound is good on this one too. Hold on a sec. Where do we go here?
Thank you so much. Thank you. And be sure and say hello to the Salvation Army Santa on the way out. He answers to Geraldo. Happy Tuesday, everyone. According to a new poll, nearly 70% of Minnesotans say Governor Walz needs
I know you got a thing for Kennedy, bro. You are
to do more to stop fraud.
Sky says Sky was already talking some shit earlier, right? Or no? Or maybe no. And we hate Israel now. You're all over the place. What? Oh. Wait. I don't know. I'm not sure if you were or not. I couldn't understand. I have a Porsche 997.
In response, he is now requiring
it's a car that I use for the track.
and to show 2 forms of ID when buying tampons.
And around town. But let's hear this again.
New poll. Happy Tuesday, everyone. According to a new poll, nearly 70% of Minnesotans say Governor Walz needs to do more to stop fraud. In response, he is now requiring men to show 2 forms of ID when buying tampons. Kamala Harris is reportedly preparing for a 2028 presidential campaign despite donors and party leaders' concerns. But like her husband with a nanny, she refuses to pull out.
wow.
Earlier today, in fact, she was seen putting a down payment on a campaign bus. Nancy Pelosi says she still hasn't talked to Joe Biden. Critics pounce, saying, "How hard is it to order a Ouija board from Amazon?" According to insiders, Joe Biden hasn't raised enough money for a legit presidential library, but he bragged if all goes well, they can afford a really kick-ass bookmobile. Interesting story. A family in Washington, D.C.
I heard about this Brown, and I think we're going to get into a couple videos where we talk about this. This Brown suspect, I think from what I heard, Eric, the university took down some of the information about him, and they're trying to cover it up. Is that what you're talking about, the university covering it up?
As they've been getting dozens of Amazon packages intended for the nearby Arlo Hotel. The packages include cat food, vitamins, and a chainsaw, which answers the question, what's for lunch at the Arlo Hotel? It was worth it. President Trump just announced his plan to classify fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
Yep.
He then did the same thing for Jerry Nadler's ass. A new study claims that marijuana doesn't decrease pain or anxiety because participants in the study still couldn't get through 1 hour of Fox and Friends.
That is so wrong. That is so wrong.
Taylor Swift reportedly gave out bonuses totaling $197 million to everyone working on her tour. That is amazing. Who gives out bonuses?
What up, green substance? Hell yeah.
And finally, a woman's body was found inside a freezer at a dollar store. After being discovered, she was immediately put in the clearance section. All right, we're going to do a monologue.
Here we go.
They didn't really love the jokes.
I think they did.
I wasn't asking you.
Oh, sorry.
So by now you've heard about Minnesota's Somali theft rings. Somehow a third world country hijacked the state without having to kidnap Tom Hanks. And these Somali pirates claim more booty than a meeting of the J-Lo fan club. Millions of taxpayer dollars meant for meal plans were stolen, some of which were funneled to the terror group Al-Shabaab. Although having seen Somali cuisine, maybe it's better they didn't spend it on food. It's one of the largest scams in U.S. history. But for years, Tim Walz ignored it in favor of supplying feminine hygiene products to students named Steve. Now he's issuing blame, but not to the fraudsters. It's Whitey's fault.
Do you want to hear more from members and leaders from the Somali community to say, we need to look at ourselves, we need to hold our own neighbors accountable?
Look, it's not law-abiding citizens. If that were the case, there's a lot of white men should be holding a lot of white men accountable for the crimes that they have committed.
What the hell is he talking about, bro? This guy is in fucking la la land, bro. He's gone.
Every crime, which of course the majority being committed by white men, asking us to do more about that. I think it's crime in general.
No wonder that Minnesota State Burn is the loon. He suggests that white men don't hold other white men accountable. Well, he's right about one white guy, him. Under this fool, the whole state's become messier than a pair of Joe Biden's tidy whities after eating bad sushi. What a tool bag. Turns out Minnesota's AG, Keith Ellison, took donations from people later convicted in this fraud scheme. His son, a Minneapolis city councilman, got paid to do Harvard on a fellowship while pulling a six-figure paycheck from the city, and even asked taxpayers to cover his flights while missing half the city council meetings. Then, of course, there's Ilhan Omar, whose district was the epicenter of Somali fraud. Gee, I wonder if there's any connection between the first Somali in U.S. history to serve in Congress and the billions in fraud in her district, which is mainly made up of Somalis. So what's her story? She landed in the U.S. after fleeing civil war in Somalia. She says her dad was an educator, but he was also a colonel in the Somalian army under a dictator who committed war crimes. So yeah, she escaped the problem that her family helped create. That's like a flasher who comes here to escape frostbite. And the Washington Beacon, Free Beacon, reports that, yeah, she really did marry her brother, possibly to skirt immigration laws and get her brother into the U.S. No wonder they served the wedding food family style. They tracked online marriage info to prove it, but when the Beacon reached out to her team, they were called bigots for even asking. Because for Dems like her, they rely on the ruse that accountability is racist. Every audit is a human rights violation, and every Wednesday is ladies' night. But you got to ask, how come no Democrats are defending her?
Well, you got to ask another question. I just made a post about this a couple days ago. There is not a single post or reel on CNN's page about Somalians in Minnesota defrauding the taxpayers for $8 billion. The largest amount that anyone's single-handedly defrauded the taxpayers. There's not one, bro. Not one. And there won't be. But I don't think there. I think there's still not one. But here's the thing. The question I asked in that reel was, if you were someone that watches CNN, would you want to know that happened or not? That's the question.
That's the dog not barking. No one's saying, hey, Ilhan Omar didn't marry her brother. I mean, if someone had said that about me, I'm pretty sure people would speak out on my behalf. At the very least, my brother. But you don't hear anything from the Dems about her, not even a request for proof of bunk beds. No. And they'll defend anything, including Sergeant a lot. So the question is why? What happened to Minnesota? It's a modest state full of hardworking people who love casseroles, Land O'Lakes butter, and women who throw their hat in the air. Oh, Mary. They didn't ask for a government that treats their tax money like baby oil at a Diddy party. So how did Minnesota become so corrupt? Well, here's the blueprint. They insulated protected communities that vote overwhelmingly Democrat, like the Somalis. And without oversight, the buffer enables all this corruption. Minnesota wasn't some tragic accident. It's a scandal unfolding in plain sight. And until the state holds everyone accountable, including their leaders, Minnesotans will still be the land of 10,000 lakes, but the taxpayers will be the ones getting soaked.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily.
Yeah, and so they're all in. I'm like random, bro. I skim through it. I go through to see what they're saying too. I got to, to do this kind of thing. I got to see what's on both
Fox News
sides.
alert: the manhunt's still underway for the shooter who killed two at Brown University Saturday. One being the vice president of the college Republicans. It's been 4 days, and no one knows who the shooter is, where he is, or what his face looks like. The clueless locals in Providence have no idea.
At this point, we're still just looking at the picture. We haven't identified ages or anything to that point. And as far as whether he's a Brown student or anything, we don't have any of those answers, no.
They just held another press conference, and now it seems like either the killer was lucky, Providence is incompetent, or someone's hiding something. This guy could be overseas or could be 5 doors down the street. Nobody knows. The police chief doesn't even know where the security cameras are.
So the video that we showed you came from inside the building, and that's all we had at the moment. That was all we have at this moment. Correct.
Guys, this video that we're playing right now, that we're watching, this information that we're getting, it's from 3 hours ago. Do they really not? They still don't have the guy? I thought I saw something where they got the guy. Not got the guy. They know who it is, but he's just running. He's on the run. Is it that guy that we just talked about, Eric? The guy that was like on the university page, and now that was on the university website, and they took that page down to cover up this guy? I'm looking at other videos from just moments ago that he was released. No, I'm talking about a different guy. That's weird. What the hell?
I'm sorry?
It's from the outside.
I'm sorry.
So do you have video from
Yes.
inside the engineering?
Both inside and outside. I'm sorry, just outside. That's all we have, not inside, no. I'm sorry, just outside.
Are they going to be released anytime soon unless from inside the building?
That was released already. That was the outside of the building. We released that.
Yeah,
let me just jump here and clarify.
This chief's in over his head. He can't communicate well, or he doesn't know what's going on. Either way, he shouldn't be running point at the press conference. There are over 800 cameras on Brown's campus, and all we see is a light-skinned fat guy with a mask. The Attorney General says the shooter's like Houdini.
So the video that we showed you came from inside the building, and that's all we had at the moment. That was all we have at this moment. Correct.
Inside the engineering building, though?
I'm sorry?
It's from the outside of the building. From the
I'm sorry.
outside, so do you have video from
Yes.
inside the engineering building?
Both inside and outside. I'm sorry, just outside. That's all we have, not inside, no. I'm sorry, just outside.
Are they going to be released anytime soon unless from inside the building?
That was released already. That was the outside of the building. We released that.
Yeah, let me just.
Yeah, we played that already. We apologize. He's saying Brown put cameras on the front door, not the
DEI chief, and this whole area is liberal, bro. Like, so, I mean, again, we talked about this before. Why not lock everything down? It's called a perimeter. You do a perimeter, a big, huge ass perimeter, and you do a small perimeter. You can do multiple perimeters. Why didn't they do that? Are these like, super duper liberal out here? I haven't really looked in. This is Rhode Island, right? Are they super liberal where They want to defund the police?
The back door. And the shooter went in through the back door. Got it? And get this. There's a map on the internet of where all the cameras are on campus. So anyone can go online and see where the cameras are and know how to get in and out unseen. Or the shooter knew where the blind spots were because he's a student. Or the killer cut every break he could. And some of the cameras could have been broken. No one has any idea.
Why isn't there more video or metadata? And were those cameras all operational?
Yeah, I can't speak to what was operational or wasn't.
You need to swipe your ID to enter buildings on campus. Did the shooter follow someone in?
What
or
up,
did
Mac?
he swipe an ID? Brown would have that information if there was a swipe or not, but they won't talk about it. The FBI released 6 minutes of new video today. Moments before the shooting, this guy's in all black and a face mask casing the area, but they won't tell us what he was looking for.
If he's casing that area, Colonel, like you said,
That's weird, Mac. I got to look at the settings.
he had an intended target, which speaks to the motive. Did he have a target to kill one of the two people that were killed?
We're still investigating the day, and it's something that we're trying to get the answers as well.
One criminal profiler told Fox that the killer was familiar with the area, enraged, and was very comfortable with a semi-automatic, and that the college was a soft target. Was the school the target? Was the building a target?
Oh, by the way, random, YouTube has this new thing that is going to allow for horizontal and vertical stream. So I'm going to play with that and see if it works out, see if it's a real thing. If so, we'll start doing that.
Target? Or was it a specific individual? They won't even tell us what he yelled before he opened fire.
Have detectives been able to interview and have they elaborated on anything that this man said? Allegedly, he yelled something in the classroom before opening fire.
We have re-interviewed several people. And so I just want to tell you that's part of the investigation right now.
4 days later, how do you not know what the guy yelled? Or if he yelled anything? Dozens of witnesses were there. We've only actually heard from one eyewitness.
I was standing in the front, so as soon as he walked in, he immediately saw me and I immediately saw him. And then I look to my right and I see a bunch of students running down the stairs, running out the door, jumping on the ground, just whatever it takes to stay alive. When I saw him, I saw a gun. I genuinely thought like, okay, this is the end of the road for me.
BTK, that's what it looks like, man. That's what I heard. That's why I'm tripping why they're saying they haven't found anybody or they don't know anything about it. But I heard it's a Muslim.
How soon did he start shooting after he entered the room?
He just started shooting right away. There was no hesitation.
So if the shooter came face to face with that guy, looked him dead in the eye, why didn't he shoot him? Why did he shoot somebody else? That makes me think this could have been a targeted attack on a specific individual. One of the girls who died was a prominent Republican on campus. Was she the target?
Do you have any evidence that suggests that the victim, Ella Cook, may have been targeted?
No, not at this point.
We're hearing reports she sustained multiple gunshot wounds. Dana spoke to Ella Cook's friend earlier. Watch.
I knew she was taking principles of economics, which the class is held in Barrettson Hawley, and her location hadn't moved. And we were all just hoping that that she had dropped her phone running out, and that's why we couldn't get a hold of her. Ella was the type of person that, regardless of if you've never met her before, she was just such a bright light.
Now, if the shooter was targeting a specific individual, he would have had to have intimate knowledge of the study session. This was a finals prep session on the weekend. If this guy was a traditional school shooter, whose goal it was to kill as many people as possible, why would he go in on a weekend? Why wouldn't he just spray the quad Monday at noon? Most school shooters are going for as many people as possible. They usually kill themselves or surrender. It's like he had a mission, go in and out like an assassin. And every kid has a camera on their phone. Not a single student recorded anything in that auditorium. The police don't even know who the eyewitnesses were. Brown is asking students, if you were there that night, can you call the cops? They also waited until
Wow.
this morning to start knocking on doors in the vicinity, asking residents if they had ring camera footage. And how'd the guy escape on foot? He had to have gotten into a vehicle. This summer, Providence installed speed cameras all over town. They don't have any footage of a guy that matches the description driving around at 4:15 Saturday afternoon. The police chief is asking people if they own a Tesla with a camera in it that was parked in the neighborhood to please come forward. Look at the suspect here. Where's the gun? Did he ditch it? Is it on him? It's supposed to be a 9mm rifle. Now, usually a 9mm, you think of a handgun, but they say it's a long gun. We didn't see a long gun on the suspect before the shooting. In some of the images, he's rocking a satchel. I mean, that's all we know.
Something is up.
That it was just that one weapon that was mentioned the other day. So we don't know who he is, where he is, if he's a student, if he's foreign, if he was targeting the school or an individual. How the gun got there, where it is now, what he yelled, if he yelled,
Oh, by
if
the
it
way,
was terrorism or a hit.
and
But
guys,
Mayor Smiley says,
I got samples of the hats. I'm gonna show you in a second.
don't worry, you're safe.
And just another follow, the image today of the person of interest, they have a satchel. Is it known if there were additional weapons in there or magazines of some kind?
No, that's all we know, that it was just that one weapon that I mentioned the other day.
Do they feel safe? Well, we just asked Johnny to go find out.
We have not received, and this is now updated with another 24 hours have passed, a single credible, specific threat to the area, to the city related to this event, and as far as I know, to the state.
Our apologies again. Here is Johnny asking people at Brown and in the vicinity if they feel safe.
Do you feel safe here?
Not really. Hey, as safe as I'm gonna be, man. You know, hey, I ain't worrying about it.
Right now, no. No, the guy's still out there. Woman, guy, whatever it is. He's out there.
Well, the mayor says you can go out, you should feel perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
okay. Yeah, okay. That's his thought of mine.
He said, go get a pizza.
Yeah, please. Man, the mayor's tripping, man.
Yeah, I strongly disagree with that. There's still a very, very active threat going on.
Mayor, he has no clue, man. I mean, when they told him, oh, we got the guy, he went right along with it. They didn't verify it. Then the next day they said, we don't have the guy. Then they arrested another guy and he said, okay, we got the guy. Then he got to come out and say, no, we don't have the guy. So I think that, I think right now, man, our leadership is in above their head. It's like, wow, Rhode Island was never like this.
So a deadly gunman's armed and dangerous and at large. The police have no leads, no facial recognition, no motive, no DNA, and no eyewitness to give us any clues.
Dude, I haven't heard about that, BTK.
After the shooting,
MIT
alerts went
professor?
out late. Sirens didn't go off, and the gunman got away. And the university president, Christina Paxson, said the system worked.
Do you believe that Brown had the precautions and safety measures in place before the shooting that were appropriate and necessary?
I do.
Really?
Dude, here, check this out. Let me see if I can pull this in. And if it would work, if I pull it in. Yeah, there's this hat. Let me go like this. Does that help it? No, that doesn't help it. Let me go here. Here's one. This is one. Here's another one. Here is another one. That's the navy blue. Navy blue with the red. Now check this out. Here's a question for you. What do you think about this? So here's the red hat again. So it's very much like the Trump hat, the MAGA hat. Where is it at? Yeah, so there's the red hat. And then here's the blue hat. And then on the blue hat, what do you think about this? What do you think about the blue with the red hat, all red out? Or no, just regular flag? What are your thoughts on that? So this is the front and this is the side. Front, side. I went all red. You down? Regular flag, right? It should just be a regular flag. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I would do regular flag. Yeah. Okay, you guys confirm because I thought it would be badass. I was like, oh, dude, let's do that because I'm getting the gray. So there's gonna be. I'm glad you guys confirmed that. So there's gonna be this one right here. This is coming. This is not a good. This is just a sample. It's not gonna be a finished product. It's gonna look cleaner, a little bit cleaner. This one will have the gray flag on the side. And this red one is going to have that flag on the side, just like that. This is a done deal. This is a done deal. I love this. It looks so good. And then I like how big they put the letters. And by the way, guys, this is, again, you probably already know if you heard me before, but this is the actual MAGA hat that I'm wearing. It's this hat exactly from the same manufacturer here in USA. They're made in USA. The same manufacturer making those good, high quality MAGA. These are really high quality hats. They're going to be making our hats. So this is the Rep America Dark MAGA, kind of like a Rep America. Same colorways with the dark flag. This is the red. And then this is the blue. This is the blue. And the blue was going to have this. And now I looked at it. I go, dude, it would be so cool if it had a red, if it had a red, what's it called? All red out. And then I saw it when they sent me the sample. I saw it and I was like, Oh, random says all red American flag signifies no quarter, no mercy. I didn't know that. Put a flag as a background behind the Rep America. Yeah, it's just too much, bro, to do that. And it wouldn't pop. You wouldn't see I've tried different things already. It's just too much going on. It needs to be plain so people can read it. Some people would consider it disrespectful. Yeah, so I figured there's something might be behind it. And then I looked at it and I go, wait a minute, it doesn't even look that great. You know what I mean? Like it looks like something's wrong with it. Not like this hat. Not like this hat, look. Like this hat right here. This looks good. This grayed out MAGA hat, the dark MAGA, looks good. That one looks nice. And the black one, it'll be just like that. But the red looks odd. Yeah, the red looks weird. So anyway, we're going to do regular. We're going to do this. We're going to do this flag on this hat. And I'm loving random. You know how much I went back and forth on black and red. And I landed on navy with red. So we're going to do 3 hats, bro. Tactical has a purpose, a reason, even if it has no real function on that hat. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, exactly. We're going to do 3. We're going to do this one right here with the red, white, and blue flag. We're going to do this one here, like the dark MAGA. And then we're going to do this blue with red. And then I'm going to see how things go. If they sell and it's ready to place an order, when we go to place another order, I'll probably do a camo as well at that point. So Corey White, I agree. There is a camo available, and so I'm gonna do that camo. There's not that many hats available from this manufacturer in this MAGA hat exactly like this. There's the navy blue, the red, the black. There's a camo, and I think there's like another color. So So yeah, those are the three. So glad you guys like the navy with the red. Carol likes that one. They should be, bro. They should be available. I can start putting them for sale on the site, to be honest. But I always like to wait, and so I'm probably gonna wait until they're in my hands, and that will be probably in a few days. So these guys make them here in America, here in LA, in Southern California. And so it's pretty sweet. I asked them if they'll let me do a tour because I have a whole live kit system that I take out and I can live stream, and they won't let me do that. But they are here. Someone's done a factory tour, and I'm going to pull that on YouTube and show you guys at some point. But they are here, and they're very efficient and productive, more than any other hat manufacturer I've ever talked to, and I've talked to many throughout my life for my businesses and different things. Made in the almost USA? No, they are made in the USA. They're actually made completely in USA, and all, even like the plastic parts and stuff. All that, it's weird. It's pretty wild. They make them here. They sew them here in LA. Actually, all the different panels are sewn and everything's sewn. They're stitched here. Everything's done here. I would wait until you buy a bulk order. I wouldn't let you through my shop yet either. Yeah, then you could have a tour. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, dude. LA. Oh, I got what you mean, bro. LA. Oh, I got you, bro. What's up, Andy Thompson 1? He's one of the guys that got gifted a membership, I think. I believe. What's up, man? Good to have you back. Yeah, LA, home of the trans and the weirdos. Yeah, exactly, bro. So that's what we're doing. That's the hat, bro. So we're gonna do the hat. Those three colorways, and I'm so in love with this navy blue with the red. I'm in love with this. It's like incredible. And of course, as you guys know, this is it. I mean, this one is beautiful looking. I was curious how this is going to turn out. This where am I pointing? This is going to turn out, and red with white like this one turned out great. And I love how the letters are bigger and thicker. It's actually pretty cool looking. So super happy about that, and super happy about this one. I'm very excited, and then of course the dark MAGA colors. So anyway, guys, just wanted to give you that little update. So you have that. And then the what reminded me of it was watching him, Jesse Waters. If you look at his suit, he's wearing the dark blue with the red. It's kind of a maroon, but it's a red. Trump always wears that color. Where is Trump? Where's Trump? He's not wearing it in this, but he a lot of times wears those colors. Even in this video, even in this video, if you look at JD, he's wearing that navy blue with the red. You see that? Kind of a maroon. I like it. Rep America coming to your hood, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's do this.
Brown just settled with the Trump administration over anti-Semitism and DEI. Brown's been a hotbed for pro-Palestine.
Brown just settled with Trump? Really? Are you serious? Did he just say that?
Trump administration.
The question is, what camo, like Realtree or military camo? Stripe camo is really good. Dude, I like the camo that I used in my video, dude. I'm going to put a video and I'm going to find the camo. Just hang tight. I'm not going anywhere. It's going to say stream just started, but just look at this video real quick and look at this camo, bro. You tell me how much you like this camo. Watch, ready? Let's look.
Can you believe I was a lefty during that debate?
I'm trying to find it. And yeah, you guys heard that right. I was a lefty not long ago. I know it's embarrassing. Don't remind me. Come on, where are you, Camo? Where are you? Where are you, Camo? Where are you, Camo? Where are you at, bro? Where are you at? It's this logo, but with camo. Oh, there it is. Look at this
That
camo.
unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking
Watch this
German right
camo
now.
right
So
here.
they should be very grateful to our great country.
That's pretty sick, dude.
I said there's nobody that can
That's pretty cool right there, dude. I like
and now I find
that.
out that it wasn't me. He auto-penned it.
That was pretty good, dude. All right, and we're back. All right, let's do it. Let's go.
Anti-Semitism and DEI. Brown's been a hotbed for pro-Palestinian activism. They admit thousands of international students.
Dawn says, I love this channel. Dawn, we love you. This channel loves you, baby. Let's go.
Did Brown have any intelligence warning them that this could have happened? And how didn't campus safety respond in time to apprehend the suspect?
Oh, you said that's the old NAM pattern? I don't know, bro. Whatever it is, it's gorgeous, bro. I love that camo.
It's not a big campus. Because leadership in Providence has been so pathetic in the last few days, citizen journalists are asking questions. They've noticed Brown's web pages go down.
What up, State Line? Were your ears ringing? Did you see that camo? Are you calling it woodland? Is it a woodland? Because I know State Line would know, bro. Woodland camo. Is that why you said woodland? Oh yeah, it is, bro. It's woodland camo, dog. Yes. Yes. That's what it is. This is woodland, guys. Here. This is woodland camo right here. Dude, I love that camo. And I love that video I did with the camo on that logo. That's dope, dude. That is awesome. I love it. Hell yeah. State Line, bro, you missed it. We're doing these hats, bro. So Rep America in the red, right here like this. And then it's going to be the dark MAGA colors like this. And then what I'm really loving right now, State Line, check this out, bro. Boom. Navy with red. Remember we talked about it on Discord? Remember that, bro? I was like, dude, how about the red, bro? The red with the navy on the red on the navy hat. This thing right here. Oh, show him the red flag, dude. Look at this. Don't say anything. What do you guys what State Line? What do you think about the red flag? What do you think, bro? Honest thoughts on it. Random, did you tell him, bro, on the side? Did you message him? Yeah, I know. Thanks, man. And Woke says, not me, not for me, to be honest. I agree, bro. State Line, good call, man. Good call, dude. Good call, bro. You're on the same page with all of us, dude. You're on the same page with this. I thought, bro, I swear, I looked at, I was like, all right, so let's do the red stitch on the navy hat. Oh, and I have a great idea. How about all red fucking flag? And I was like, all pumped up, bro. I was like, yeah, for a couple days, bro, I'm like sitting here all excited, waiting for this red flag on the side of the navy hat. And it came in. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That doesn't look, it just didn't look right to me. I was like, nah, just go with this. And actually what I'm going to end up doing, I actually just remember, I'm actually I can decide this right now because tomorrow morning they're going to start making all of these hats. So I'm thinking go no flag. What do you guys think? This color red with the flag, with this red, white, and blue flag, dark MAGA colors with the gray flag, and then a red with blue, the navy blue hat with the red writing, and then no flag on the side at all. I don't know if they can shrink the flag down, bro, because they got to do all this stitch. I don't even know if they can, because this is a lot of stitch in here inside that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What up, Jared? So what do you guys think? What do you guys think on this hat, blue with the red hat? What do you guys think? Red, white, and blue flag or no flag at all? And I'm thinking no flag at all. It's just going to be red with a blue Rep America. What do you guys think? That's my decision. Random is either regular flag or no flag, and I'm thinking no flag. I'm thinking no flag. Red, white, blue, red, white, and blue, or no flag. That's yeah, red, white, and blue, or nothing. Regular, no flag. Okay, so it's a mixed bag. Here's my thought process, guys, is some people might want to wear the hat and rep America and not be mistaken for it being a Trump MAGA hat. You know what I mean? Even though you might love Trump or you love MAGA, it's what, other people. I saw put flag on the back. I don't want to, I'd rather put it on the side and the back. I don't even know if they have enough room because they're kind of iffy on what they're able to do. If you look, they don't have a lot of room on the back of these things. Sometimes they have room for like one word. I love my flag too, bro, but I'm thinking like a lot of people would want to wear it more if it doesn't have the flag because of how they're portrayed in public. And I don't give a fuck. You see me, bro. I wear this out and about. I wear this one and the dark MAGA all over. I give zero shits. So I don't know. What up, Kev Dog? So it's a mixed bag. Yeah, I don't know. Put the lime on the coconut. Regular flag. You still like the flag? Regular flag on this? To be like this flag on this hat. This flag on this navy blue hat. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, bro. But I'm thinking also just no flag. Just straight Rep America on the front. Like this. I don't know. Yeah, I might go no flag and then maybe, later do a flag. I'm not really sure. But with this colorway, smaller flag with no stars. Yeah, it's a big ass flag. Here, look at the side. Here, you can see the. Oh, it's on this side. Here's a flag on this hat. This is how this is how it would look. See that? Yeah, this is how it would look. No flag on the blue hat. No flag. Too indecisive, Medi. You're going to have to be more decisive when you're our president. I thought about RA logo, bro. I thought about the RA logo too. Yeah, I'm a flag guy too, bro. I just don't know. I'm not really sure, man. I'm just kind of on the fence on it. I got to figure it out. I like the idea of having a flag on it. This flag would look good on the blue hat. It actually would look clean on it, dude, to be honest. But Yeah, look at that. Look at that stitch on that. Yeah. Beautiful bill, baby. It's either clean, red, white, and blue flag or no flag, and I gotta figure out which one's gotta be. But again, guys, it'll be the first run, and I'm gonna do 36 of each hat of each color. It's gonna be 36 of each of these three colors, right here: red and white, blue and red, and then black on black. Black on gray. Yeah, I agree. BTK for sure. 100% no red flag. This just looks funky, bro. This is just funky, dude. This is a weird one. Maybe do a flag, bro. Screw it. And then maybe down the line, or either we do a flag and then we do a no flag down the line, or we do no flag and then do a flag down the line. But I also agree with the logo. RA logo looks sick on that. It would look amazing on there. But it is what it is. We'll keep going. Let's keep going, guys.
Does the president of the university know anything about this?
Since the shooting, I believe some web pages for students or faculty have been taken down. Is that a response to any external threats to anyone in the community?
I know nothing about web pages being taken down as part of this. It's the first I've heard of it.
So after the press conference, the school admitted they were taking websites down because one of their students was getting doxxed. The attorney general was asked about it today. Go.
If that name meant anything to this investigation, we would be out looking for that person. We will let you know we were looking for that person. You know, again, I think it's just a really dangerous road to go down. It's just a dangerous thing to do. And I would leave it to us to identify persons of interest and let us run them down.
This is an incredibly mysterious case and incredibly frustrating because of the way it's been handled. The FBI does not have
RA condoms, bro. There's a lot I want to do with RA, bro. There's a lot. So stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'm working on.
Jurisdiction over this case. Rhode Island is running the show. So far, they're running it poorly, and we pray that changes.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno.
There's a lot of stuff I'm working on right now.
All right, this brings us to another attack from over the weekend. Tonight, more harrowing stories about the brave men and women who were murdered during that horrific attack, the terrorist attack at that Hanukkah celebration in Australia, including one man who died while throwing bricks at the attackers. As one daughter of a wounded Holocaust survivor put it, anti-Semitism has been allowed to fester in Australia for a long time. Take a look.
This was not a surprise to the Jewish community. We warned the government of this many, many times over. We've had synagogues that have been graffitied, graffiti everywhere, and we've had synagogues that have been bombed. This is not a surprise to us. It's not the fact that those two people had a gun. It's the fact that those two people have been taught to hate, and it's the fact that hatred has been allowed to fester against the Jewish minority in Australia.
Now, sadly, she's right, but it is not just Australia. Ever since the slaughter of the Jewish people on October 7, 2023, radical leftists, radical Islamists teamed up to globalize the Intifada. Sound familiar? Now, remember, 2 days after October 7th, 2023, there was that massive protest. Look at how huge this crowd is. That's in Australia. They were chanting, gas the Jews, F the Jews, and more. Take a look. Where was the prime minister in that?
Dude, that's crazy. Yes, BTK is very much correct. Australia is way more leftist than we ever thought of them. And I thought they were getting better, but no, they're not.
Now, in the coming months and year, radicals have shouted their demands from the streets, demanding, quote, a free Palestine from the river to the sea, which means the obliteration of Israel. In other words, they have been openly calling on Islamists to wipe Jews off the face of the map in the Middle East and then take their anti-Semitism worldwide with a global fight against the Jewish people, not just the Jewish people. Death to Israel, death to America. This is sick, and it has almost certainly contributed to the ongoing rise of radical Islam in Germany. An Islamist plot to attack a Christmas market was just thwarted. In Poland, authorities there just stopped a would-be ISIS attack on another Christmas market. And now in the U.S., right here in this country, Jewish groups are being urged to step up their security while they are in the middle of celebrating Hanukkah. The FBI just foiled another terror plot from an anti-Semitic group that was planned for.
Yeah, that was in California. They were going to do that on New Year's Eve. They're planning to do a plot with a whole bunch of bombs and stuff. Look who it is, dude. What's up, man? Good to have you. It's late, dude. What are you doing? What's happening? Louis, I agree. The red on the flag will probably not match the red letters, but I don't think it'll be a problem because they're further away from each other. You almost can't even see the flag when you're kind of like, you know, like look at this. You can't really see it. But it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine.
New Year's Eve, that was in Los Angeles. This is awful. And to make matters worse, in Australia, authorities, including their prime minister, they are downplaying the role of anti-Semitism and radical Islam in the most recent attacks while threatening, what, more gun control and openly worrying about far-right extremism. You can't make the same mistakes here. We have to be honest about the source that is radical Islamic terrorism and the rise of anti-Semitism. Halls of Congress, college campuses, worldwide. And frankly, we've got to stand up for liberty, freedom, and against radical terrorists, no matter who gets offended. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click.
Yeah, I definitely agree, Mac. You know, this is not cool. Regardless of what it is you think or what the deal is, this is not the way to go about this shit, dude. Hell yeah, bro. W Steve, bro. W Steve, dude.
Okay, so two big updates for you regarding Venezuela. Pete Hegseth just stunned Democrats because he is now refusing to release the unedited version of these boat strikes. Also, Senator John Fetterman is in support of Pete Hegseth and the president regarding Venezuela. So please like this video, share this video, leave a comment down below, and please do not forget to subscribe. Let's start here.
The highly controversial September 2nd video of strikes in the Caribbean on alleged cartel drug boats will not be coming to a screen near you. At least that's according to Secretary of War Pete Hegseth.
But in keeping with long-standing Department of War policy, Department of Defense policy, of course, we're not going to release a top secret, full unedited video of that to the general public.
Hegseth told reporters today the video would not be released publicly, but did say that members of the House and Senate Armed Services Committees, which oversee the Pentagon, would have the opportunity to watch it. He and Secretary of State Marco Rubio are on Capitol Hill. They were briefing lawmakers as Congress investigates the boat strikes. They're especially focused, Congress members, on the secondary strike on a boat on September 2nd that killed 2 survivors as they clung to the wreckage. Critics say that would violate the Pentagon's own law of war manual that says it's illegal to fire upon shipwrecked survivors. But the White House says the second strike was legal. It claims these attacks are part of a larger campaign to keep deadly drugs from entering American shores.
Okay, so I thought that was a good explanation on what we're talking about in this video. There's a couple of things happening all at the same time. You got the military airstrikes in the Caribbean waters targeting drug vessels. You've got, obviously, the Maduro regime, who clearly should not be in power, okay? and is really destroying the country of Venezuela. And then you got the whole drug situation, meaning preventing fentanyl from entering our country. And when you take all three of those things, the political issue here is that Congress wants to come out and exert its authority, want to, puff out their chest and question everything that the president and his administration is doing. And on the other hand, the president's doing exactly what he promised 77 million people he would do, which is to stop the fentanyl from pouring over our borders. This is one way of making that happen. So, of course, Pete Hex.
Yeah, and if guys, you don't know about fentanyl, if you look it up, from what we have in the books, it's about 72 to 100,000 fentanyl deaths per year in America. 72,000 to 100K that we know of in America. Trump says it's way higher than that. He says it's 200K. I think it's somewhere between there, possibly. I don't know. That's just a guess. But it's a lot. It's way more than anything else. And fentanyl, the majority of the people that are dying from fentanyl in our country, the majority of those, call it 100K, 150K, 200K, whatever, they are dying of fentanyl because they are thinking they're taking something else when in fact it's fentanyl. And so that is the majority of fentanyl deaths, and that is insane. It's more like President Trump says, it's more than any bomb or any weapon. That's why he classified it as a weapon of mass destruction.
Except again did a briefing this morning to members of Congress, and some were satisfied, some were not. But the one person I want to highlight first is Senator John Fetterman, because he just went on Chris Cuomo's show tonight and he broke away from Democrats and supported what the president is doing. Take a listen to this.
Senator, why were you not willing to go along with Senator Rand Paul, a Republican obviously, and other Democrats with his war powers resolution to require the president to come and make a show to the Congress before continuing with unilateral military plans and actions?
Well, I think what's happening right now is consistent. I think that, to me, it's not unreasonable to compare that to what President Obama's been doing, during his presidency, and he was using drone hits, and he took out thousands of people and terrorists. And I, of course, if I was in the Senate at that time, I would have supported those as well too. That's the president, and you have some kind of discretion and kinds of things. Now, I don't think anyone in the Senate would support like a full-on land invasion or putting American boots on in Venezuela. But currently, right now, that's not what's happening. And there is extensive cooperation with nations in the region. And these are not just random strikes. They know exactly that it's in. And that's not, and again, it's been very clear that they decline on often kinds of boats when they can't be absolutely sure exactly what's on it and who's on it, including no women and children or anything.
Okay, so let's understand something. Members of Congress who are against all of this could have more credibility if they would stop questioning the intelligence, meaning the military soldiers who are getting up every single day and actually justifying these airstrikes by handing over the intelligence that gives them the authority to execute this. Members of Congress are basically implying these people don't know what they're talking about, don't know what they're doing. Because when you come out and you say Pete Hegseth is committing war crimes, you're essentially saying the intelligence he's using to execute this decision is flawed. Well, according to Senator John Fetterman, it's not flawed because there are strikes that they don't execute. So I find that to be interesting. Now, he continues. Listen to this.
What did you learn, Senator, that gave you any comfort that we're not heading into some
it's 10:08 right now here in SoCal.
Kind of extended military exercise around Venezuela or in Venezuela?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was pretty comprehensive, and this idea, some things out in the media, it's kind of putting out this that the military is just picking off any boat that comes across. That's just not true. I mean, there's extensive intelligence, and they know exactly who's on that boat, and they know what's actually on that boat right now. And it's quite frequently they decline to take it and to move on those things. When they move on those kinetic kinds of strikes, they have absolute confidence that who's on it and what's on it, and that's exactly what it's about. They're not just going around randomly just shooting boats in those things. That's just not the fact at all.
Okay, so this takes us to this particular announcement coming from the president, which is huge, by the way, because he has issued
into Venezuela. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so what that means is it is very likely that we're going to see more of what we saw just a couple of days ago, which is the United States military presence intercepting an oil tanker with what we said was sanctioned oil. And President Trump also said that the military presence just off the coast of Venezuela is not going anywhere until and unless Venezuela gives the United States back, and these are President Trump's words here, all of the land, oil, and assets it has stolen from us. So unclear exactly what that means, and it's a perfect segue into what we were talking about here on Capitol Hill, because even after the briefings from Secretaries Rubio and Hegseth to the whole Senate and to anybody in the U.S. House that wanted to be there, there were still questions about what the end goal is with respect to the Venezuela strikes, what comes next, and ultimately what this bombing campaign looks like.
And you know what? That is a legitimate question or concern that members of Congress should have. But to go out there publicly and create a video suggesting that members of the military should defy orders from the commander-in-chief, let's not forget what just happened, the seditious six. And then to double down and publicly go out there and accuse.
Deal. And what do you make of this?
Yeah, well, what makes it that Iran is involved on that, and Russia's involved on that, and China as well, too. I mean, a lot of these things, that's sanctioned oil right now, and those are the kinds of funds that support regions like in Iran as well, too. And now, absolutely, right now, it's not a plan to like a land war and invade Venezuela and that, but seizing those kinds of oil tankers, and it's undeniable that that's oil that's going to support Iran, and those are the kinds of funds that are used, all kinds of illicit things, like terrorism. So for me, it makes a lot of sense, at least by what I've seen.
Senator,
now let's take a look
I've
at the
always
merits.
said it. If all the Democrats can be a little more like John Fetterman, they'd win every election.
Said when you came out of the briefing, you have more questions than answers,
Yes, same.
as also been said. Sources say you also got into a bit of an argument.
He got on, dude. Random wasn't in a good mood. He had his blanket all up in a bunch, and then this dude set him off
with Secretary Hegseth. What can you tell us about that and also the briefing?
Well, it seems like he came there with a little bit of a speech for me, which says, again, a lot about him. Even in this closed briefing with a bunch of senators, he's focused on this thing about me and didn't even want to get to my questions. I had some very specific questions for him about these boat strikes. And
you're a loser, bro. I have some very specific questions for him. After you ran around lying for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, like a loser.
He feels a need to give a speech. I think it again shows how unserious this guy is.
But what was he saying? I mean, obviously,
I gave you a little speech about the stuff that was in the video and what he thinks about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it didn't really surprise me because at this point, about 10 months in, we know who this guy is. He's unqualified for this job. He can't even focus on, answering our questions. We get into this brief, and by the way, it's sort of his brief and Marco Rubio's, but they bring 4 other individuals, so there's 6 of them, and they basically filibustered. Every one of them got to speak for about 5 or 10 minutes. That took up 35 to 40 minutes. We got 20 minutes for questions.
Bro, you just run around talking all kinds of bullshit anyway. You're not going to ask any real questions. You're just going to ask questions which are meant to be statements so you can just have your own sound bites. Come on now.
Maybe 6 out of the 100 of us.
Go to Rubio, bro.
Congress pushing right after the briefing. I think
second or 23rd bipartisan engagement. We'll continue to engage with Congress on this. We're headed to the House now to do a similar briefing and provide updates on this counter-drug mission, which is focused on dismantling the infrastructure of these terrorist organizations that are operating in our hemisphere, undermining the security of Americans, killing Americans, poisoning Americans. And this has been a highly successful mission that's ongoing and continued, and we're pleased to be here today to update Congress on how that's developing and how that's moving forward. As I said, I believe it's our 22nd, 23rd such engagement, certainly been at least the fourth or fifth that I've been involved in, and those will remain and be ongoing.
Now, if you heard him carefully, it sounds like it doesn't happen very often, actually, no matter what the administration is. Usually you don't see military airstrikes being a topic of conversation with Congress, okay? Why? Because Article 2 has given the president the authority to execute, unfortunately, and that is Senator...
Morning with Secretaries Rubio and Hegseth.
This clown.
It asked more questions than it answered, and it was just, look, there is almost no transparency in this administration, and that reveals itself more than anything on revealing what happened on September 2nd. This morning I demanded in front of every senator, to Hegseth's face, that he let every senator see the unedited video of what happened on September 2nd.
Bro,
I've seen it.
Me neither, man. I saw
turns
this
your
morning. You
stomach.
missed it, and it drove me nuts.
It is awful, and people should see it.
I flipped to that video this morning, man, and I thought for a second he was talking about Australia. He's like, oh, hey, what we saw was awful and this and that and all this stuff. And I was like, is he talking about Australia? And then of course he's talking about Hegseth and boat strikes and these survivors in the ocean and all this
Can't take Senator Chuck Schumer seriously there, you know? His language just doesn't add up to whatever he's trying to.
Turns your stomach. It is awful.
See?
And people should see it.
If you just listen to that, you'd think he's talking about what happened in Australia. But no, the guy is trying to tell us how to run our military. That beta male. Beta male. Beta male.
Oh, I think that's phenomenal. Even if they're not headed to our border and we're just to the great.
Chairman Kane was there. Lawyers were there. They were very eloquent. They were very thorough.
Beautiful bill.
Here's what I took away from it. These military strikes against narco-terrorists carrying drugs and boats to the United
White
States
Buffalo,
are
baby.
legal.
Make them gangster again,
They're
bro.
effective. Traffic is way down. The intelligence on which...
Just like the beautiful, the wonderful John Kennedy, guys. Representative John Kennedy just said, the boat strikes are effective. The boats are way down. We're not seeing the boats come. They're way down. They're 90, I think Trump said like 96% down. Whoa, what did I do?
they are based is exquisitely good. There are checks and balances at every stage to make sure that innocent people who just happen to be in a boat are not hurt.
That's just the bottom line to it, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to make sure we were very thorough in this video because I'm sure you have some people in your life, possibly people you might work with, or maybe you don't, acquaintances who literally believe Pete Hegseth has committed war crimes and the president has emboldened him to do so, and they're just flying off the handle. And
yeah, bro, we got a bunch of people like that in our stream right now watching us. We got
the military
bunch of people
just
like
wakes
that
up
right
one day
now.
and starts pulling the trigger here.
Should I hit the button for him? Beta male. Let's go, bro. Guys, well, with that, I'm going to call it a night too. Jared called it. He said, good night, everyone. I'm going to call it a night. Guys, I had a good night with you guys. We went through some stuff. We looked at the hats. I'm still, you know what? We didn't get Min's thing. Min, what do you think? Min, what do you think? This hat is coming out with this flag. Are you still there, Min? And then we're also doing this hat with the dark MAGA flag on the side as well. We're also doing this one, navy blue with red stitch. The question is, I'm not going to do this red flag. I was going to do the red flag, and then they showed me a sample, and I'm like, no, that doesn't look right. The question is, do I do no flag on this navy blue hat? Do I do no flag, or do I do this red, white, and blue flag? Red, white, and blue flag on this blue hat, or no flag at all? I can't do it on the back. And here is what the flag looks like on this hat that I'm wearing. Let me go here. So red, white, and blue flag or no flag? Random. Hope your blanket's done, bro. Have a good night, man. It was good hanging. Red, white, blue flag. No red flag for sure. Good. It's good to be distracted a little bit. Girls will wear this dark MAGA color hat and this red one. Isn't this like girl for girls? And girls like this blue. Blue with the red? No? Red, white, blue flag, red, white, blue flag, red, white, blue on this hat right here. I think so too. I might go no flag. I might go red, white, blue flag. Okay, guys. Again, thank you. Thank you for joining. That was a good night. I'm going to put the outro video so you guys can check that out a little bit. You guys can hang out and chat a little bit if you wanted to. But it is late already, and we're going to go to bed soon. So with the flag, okay. All right. Red, white, blue. All right. All right. I think that's what I might end up just doing. Yeah, I think I might just do another run without the flag. I'll do it with the flag, and then I'll do another run without the flag. We'll see how it goes. But here's the video, guys. Enjoy the video for a little bit, and then we're going to get off the stream. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting me and following me and subscribing and liking, all that stuff. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Love you. Thank you. Bye.
We have a president who actually fulfilled the promises he made during the campaign. Securing the border to foreign policy.
He now has a record as president that's pretty damn impressive.
We are all Charlie Kirk!
Why do you blame the Biden administration? Because they let him in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
In that same year, you had the left side destroying Teslas, destroying Tesla buildings, committing violence.
And they used the auto pen and everything. He didn't approve this up. They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom.
Racism and stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man, and I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
Military person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicaid, beat it to death.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it.
They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now. So they should be very grateful to our great country.
I said there's nobody that could want an open border. Nobody. And now I find out that it wasn't him. He auto-penned it.
But now I know all too well I am a full-fledged, hardcore conservative, and I'm proud of it. I mean, my favorite saying is I was born black, not Democrat.
We had a president that was grossly incompetent. You knew it, I knew it, and everybody knew it, but you guys didn't want to write it because you're fake news. Thank you. And by the way, ABC is one of the worst. I have to be honest with you. Thank you.
We are all Charlie Kirk!
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Damn! Can you believe I was a lefty during that debate?
Remind the audience.
Oh.
I will fight for you with every breath in my body, and I will never, ever let you down.
Yeah, but what do you mean by beta male?
A beta male is a male who look like a man but think like a woman, and that's you.
Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
ha, gotcha.
You have got me. I'm trying to work that through in my head.
An example is Minnesota, where hundreds of thousands of